and I've got some early results which are really encouraging. These are the wheel hubs. I think these were the first parts that I put in, and you can see this is after probably 15 minutes of work with a wire brush. You're gonna drill and just manually scrubbing it off, and what the electrolysis seems to have done is just really softened any rust. You think of rust, or I thought of rust as like a really minerally hard compound. The electrolysis really softens it up. These are the wheel housings. These are really exciting too. This is something I wonder, I think these are the parts I left in overnight. I wonder if people talk about electrolysis being self-limiting.
Can I see a video?
I wonder, well, you're in the video, Andre. I wonder if that wasn't electrolysis sort of eating up the iron. I don't know. I'm actually willing to just put up with that. Maybe I wouldn't leave it on 3 amps overnight. Again, but man, that's just incredible about how much rust has come off of there. It's amazing. I thought rust sort of consumed more iron than it did, but actually you can clean it off with this technique. It's so cool. It's funny, I got these tractors thinking I'm going to build a mud mower. I'm not going to care about them. I'm going to break them and wreck them and put a big pulley on them, and I've actually started stripping them down, and I actually care about these parts. I don't know, I'm getting a little bit off on a tangent, it seems.
Really yucky. Lucky.
Well, I'm a bit of both.
Yeah.
This is my JB Weld. This has come out really well, I think. This lug had sort of broken out somehow. Previous owner, thank you.
Thank you.
The cases are actually ready to take some new seals, wheel bearings, that sort of thing. I'm still just having fun with electrolysis, to be honest. These are my pulleys and my brake disc. Let's have a look at that. I mean, now that I kind of know what to expect, I feel like the pulley in the middle, the one that was on the one that goes on the transmission input, that was really rusty, so I'm super interested to see how that comes out. I thought it was almost trash, but I mean, if these things are anything to go by, it'll actually clean up pretty well. The pulleys have been going for maybe 3 or 4 hours, so
Yeah.
might take them out and just see.
Then I'm gonna watch the video.
You're gonna watch the video?
Yeah.
We'll watch it later. For now, we're doing stuff. Gearbox parts ready to go back together. Got some new bolts from the hardware store.
Yeah, with my little son.
That's you talking to the third person. That's pretty cool. Anyway, it's coming along. Oh, I was tire shopping last night. That's the next thing. That's where I'm starting to think I'm actually going to spend some money on this. I'm probably going to buy new tires, because it seems like in this time that we live in, there's no bargains to be had. If you want to get something cheap and secondhand, it's just not possible. So we'll see. Honestly, I kind of want to wrap this gearbox up, get it put back together, and drive it around a little bit. Oh, I'll need to get some belt. I'll do the pulley and the belts. That's what I'm going to do next. I think I'm going to get an 8-inch pulley with a taper lock fitting. I got to get my motor mounts. A bit of a preview. So the previous owner with these Chinese motors. Well, I think it's not their Chinese. They're 17 horse, whereas the original engines were 12. The mounts do not line up. Obviously, bigger motor has got bigger mounting requirements. So I'm going to have to weld in a new sort of cross member, but this plate mounting that the previous owner has done is just not how I would do it, frankly. But I think I can fit an 8-inch pulley on there, and then I'll have to do some measurements and get the right size belt. But look at all these old crusty, rusty fittings. All of this stuff will clean up really well in this electrolysis bath. That is just magic, isn't it, Maddie? It really is. There's no food in here, except for that giant bag of dog food. Good girl. Now, surely all of these are just really obvious the way you put it back together, right? I have no idea. I've never worked on one of these before. I did manage to find a PDF of the mechanics manual, which will no doubt come in really handy as I'm struggling to realize which gear goes where. I took a couple of photos, but I did not take like methodical notes as I was disassembling everything. That is the wonderful thing about the you can kind of assume that you're going to be able to find whatever it is you're looking for on the internet. So, part of the process. Wish me luck.